Welcome back to another Honkai Impact 3 video. It's your homie Cody GT, and today, my boys, we are gonna go ahead and do a team showcase, I guess you can call it. It's another team combination that I've actually been really enjoying as of late. And I thought, why not, let's go ahead and show you guys, this team combination and see if you guys enjoy it as well. Because there's not really any announcements going on, there's not really any updates going on as well, so I thought this would be a good time to go ahead and show off this team. So if you enjoy the content and you like what you see today, go ahead and drop a like. It is greatly appreciated. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoy what you saw today, you found it slightly informative or slightly entertaining, go ahead and consider subscribing for more content like this. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into that team showcase, but before we do, my boys, what I wanted to go ahead and do on video is go ahead and evolve one of my Valkyries, which I am actually very excited to do today, and that is my Valkyrie Chariot. So we do have enough fragments to go ahead and get her to evolve to S rank, so let's go ahead and do that right now. And I'm excited about this because I have been investing more into my Valkyrie Chariot, but also just my Bronias in general. So there you go, my boys, S rank. You see the stats, you see the increase. That is very fantastic right there. I actually enjoy that a lot. But like I was saying, I have been investing in my Bronias just in general, just because they're such great support Valkyries. And they really do fit on a lot of different teams and team combinations. And I am going to go ahead and show you the team combination that I've been enjoying a lot lately right now. So let's go ahead and jump straight into that without any further ado. So we'll go into attack, and I think we're just going to do a regular mission here, nothing spectacular. So if we jump over to story, and let's see, I guess we can just go ahead and pick up right here, and let's see what we have here. Yeah, I guess we can go ahead and just continue here. So we'll do this stage, and so the team combination that, and I'm not going to be worrying about the objectives right now. I'm more worried about just showing off the team properly for you guys. So the team that I've been really enjoying, that I don't believe, now the last team showcase I did was a very meta late game team that is very suited for immobilizing and keeping the enemies, all together. Very good crowd control type of team. This team is more of just doing the most amount of damage while keeping the enemies, not really attacking you so much. And so that team will consist of, let me go ahead and show you right now. Now this team, I don't know if it's very meta. I don't know if this team will be great late game. It probably won't be. It's just a team, like I mentioned before, that I've been enjoying as of late. I've been using it quite often, and it's been actually really working out for me, and they're very cohesive and they work well together. They get off each other's QTEs and things of that nature. So the team that I am speaking of is consisting of Lightning Empress to start off, and also keep this in mind as well, this team is probably very situational, as it includes Lightning Empress as well as my next one, Dimensional Break. So you may not have these Valkyries, which is understandable. So that's why I said it's very situational, very niche, and so you may not have these Valkyries, but if you do, you can go ahead and try out this team. And then the last Valkyrie, and this is why it might be pretty situational as well. The last one will consist of Miko, Sakura here. So the reason why this might be very situational, again for the 15th time saying that, is because I have my Sakura at SS rank, and I do have a lot of investment. I have my Sakura is heavily invested in. When it comes to the weapon, when it comes to the stigmas that I went ahead and applied to her, which I'll go ahead and show that as well, and the amount of skill points that I went ahead and invested in her. Very, very highly invested Sakura. So if your Miko is not that highly invested in, this team might not work out as well, because since my Sakura is so heavily invested in, when I go ahead and utilize her, she does tremendous amount of damage for me, and I'll show you that in the team showcase. But I will show you the stigmas that I have on each Valkyrie, so that way you can get a rough idea of what I'm doing and how I'm using them. And I think it's just great to go ahead and show you that anyways. So when it comes to My Lightning Empress, I don't have any special weapons to go ahead and show you when it comes to her. I just have a pretty generic, the katana that I believe we got at some point, if I'm not mistaken. So nothing special when it comes to the katana. That's why I always wanted the Mag Storm or the Raikiri. I just have not been able to go ahead, or the Void Blade. Haven't been able to obtain those weapons, unfortunately. But when it comes to the stigmas, I went ahead and just applied the Tesla set. I spoke about one of them in my last video, how not to sleep on them. And the reason why I went with the Tesla set is because, and I'll go ahead and show that really quickly. For the top, you can see that it increases damage done to paralyzed enemies by 40%. That's a significant buff. There is no restriction except the enemy needs to be paralyzed, and that's what Lightning Empress just does in general. So I have the top there, and then the mid right here increases damage done to frozen enemies by 40%. So not really any use for this one here on this team, but it is useful when you pair it up with somebody like Snowy Sniper, and you can do even more damage to frozen enemies. Again, 40%, a significant buff. And then we have the bottom here, increases damage done to stunned enemies by 32%. Again, that's just what Lightning Empress does. And so you can see the buff again on there is pretty significant and no real restrictions there. Then when you go to the set skills, when you have all three, increases lightning damage by 30%. Again, you can see how it's very tailor-made for Lightning Empress just in general. So that's why I went ahead and went with this Stigmata set right here, and it works out really well for me. Now when it comes to Dimensional Break, I don't believe I have anything too crazy as far as weapons or Stigmata. I have the Core Invoker Delta, decent weapon for Dimensional Break. It gets the job done. Then when it comes to the Stigmata set, I have the Dracula top here because it increases physical damage done to bleeding enemies by 30%. Now I was going to go ahead and put this on my Miko, but you'll see in just a second why I didn't go ahead and do that, and I just went ahead and placed it on my Dimensional Break. I have the Elizabeth mid right here, increases physical damage by 13% when HP is 80% or above, or more, I should say. So just a little increase of damage output, just a slight restriction there. Not the best, but it will do for now. And then I have just the Einstein band on the bottom, just to have this little buff that you get when the character has a 10% chance of blocking all incoming damage when there are 4 or more enemies on the battlefield. I use my Dimensional Break a lot in Affinity Abyss, and a lot of times you're facing 4 or more enemies, so that 10% can come in handy from time to time. So that's just why I went ahead and applied it there. So nothing really too special when it comes to the Dimensional Break, but that's what I have there. And then when it comes to my Miko here, as far as the set, so you can see I have the Schrodinger top, and that's why I don't have the Dracula top on my Miko, because I have one of the best individual stigmas that you can have in the game. Charges once every 6 seconds. Next basic attack, which includes combo and charge attacks, has a 50% chance of increasing damage by 173% for a short period of time. You see that come into play. I could take a enemy's health, 1 full health bar completely gone in 1 shot. So it's very devastating when it comes to the damage output. And then I have the Ekaterina mid. I believe I said that right. I hope I didn't butcher that. Now it increases physical damage done by 32% upon generating a 40 hit or more combo. Now with my Miko, that's not difficult to go ahead and get, and that's just an increased attack buff by a significant amount right there. So that's why I went ahead with that one. And then I went with the Attila bottom, and that increases physical damage by 24% upon generating a 30 hit or more combo. So you can see right there how those 2 stigmas that I just mentioned go hand in hand. So once I get to 30 hit or more, I already have 24% increase in physical damage, and then I get to 40, that's an additional 32%, and you can see how that just combos and stacks right there, and you can see where the damage output starts to really come into play when I get the combo higher and higher up. So that's why I went ahead with that. And don't sleep on the Attila set as far as the stigma goes. Very good stigmatas right there that are very free to play friendly. So that's what I went ahead and did with my Miko, and that's why her damage output is so significant. And then having a SS rank also helps as well with the increased buff. So with that being said, my boys, let's go ahead and we're gonna jump into a little showcase here. Now, the way this team works, I'll go ahead and jump into it while I explain how this team works. So what I do with this team is I get the ultimate evasion off with Lightning Empress. What that does is it has a chance to go ahead and I believe paralyze the enemy, but it also helps to get the QTE off of Dimensional Break. Now, you don't necessarily need the QTE to you don't need the QTE to get off with Dimensional Break per se. You can use just a switch skill, and that works out perfectly fine. But the QTE, you know, it's nice to have as well. And what the QTE does, then it fires off Miko's QTE, and then I use Miko's QTE, and in that time I am then able to do massive amount of damage, and you'll see how that works out. It gives me a small point in time where the enemy is just not attacking, and I can just go ahead and do damage. So I'll go ahead and show that off right here. And so like I mentioned, I'll go ahead and use Lightning Empress first, and it did not dodge. I thought I dodged. Okay, dodge right there. You can see it gets the QTE off there, and then you can see it gets the QTE off right there. And then at this point, they're kind of not able to really do a whole lot. And then I just go ahead and use Miko for the time being, just to go ahead and get damage output. And then if I do get off Lightning Empress's QTE, I go ahead and just use it, just to use it. But you can see how that works. So I'll go ahead and do it again. Do that there. Dimensional Break, and then that goes right into Miko's, and then at that point the enemy's not able to do a whole lot, and I'm just going ahead and striking with my Miko, and she's putting in a lot of damage. So let me go ahead and get back to Lightning Empress. And like I mentioned, this team has just been working out for me really well. I've been having a lot of fun with this team, and they've been doing a really good job for me. So go ahead and dodge. I did not get the dodge. Dodge right there, get off Dimensional Breaks, and then get off Miko's. Now at this point, because of Dimensional Breaks, QTE, and switch skill, they're not able to move a whole lot, and so at this point I can go ahead and do damage without really focusing on the enemy really attacking me at all. And then you can see I'll get her QTE off from time to time as well. We'll go ahead and do the same thing. Just bear with me one moment. Come here. Okay, that didn't work. I'll wait a second. Okay, I dodged too early. Oh, okay, now they all decide they want to go ahead and breathe fire right now. So I'll let them do that. Well, I have one of them. Okay, he wants to do it too? Come on. Why do they all want to do that for? Okay. Alright, so let's see. Let's see if we can get the dodge. Okay, I didn't see him behind me. I didn't see him. Did I get... I didn't get the dodge again. Okay. Okay. He's putting in work. Let me see if I get the dodge. There we go. And then we get all... And then if you really want, you can go ahead and get off Dimensional Breaks Ultimate, and then switch into Miko and get Miko's, and then you can go ahead and attack with Miko here as the enemy is distracted with Dimensional Breaks Ultimate. And then you can see how much damage output Miko is doing, even though we do have the friend. Okay, I am getting attacked here. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. And you can see I'm just not able to get the combo up right now, but if I was, I'd be doing significantly more damage. Alright, but you know, took that out with ease. I know it's not a difficult stage or anything like that, but it's just I wanted to go ahead and just show you how cohesive they are, how it works, and how they work well together, getting each other's QTEs off, and how they are able to go ahead and work with each other and being able to have damage output as well as crowd control and keeping the enemies together, so my Miko can go ahead and then do damage for them. So just a quick little team showcase that I wanted to go ahead and do for you guys, just so you can see a little bit of that right there. So quick video. I don't believe I should. I was thinking about doing a summon, a YOLO, or I've been having the itch to summon. I feel like I haven't summoned in a while, so I've been having the itch to go ahead and do one. But I know I really should save my crystals and not spend them. You know what, my boys? We're gonna do it. I feel like doing it. we're gonna do it. Don't do what I do, by the way. This is for you guys. So if you're still with me, by the way, I do greatly appreciate it. It means a lot to me. But you know, you get to go ahead and see a multi. Yes, my boys, I am gonna do a multi to end the video. I don't recommend you guys to do it, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it for you guys, and we're gonna do it on the standard supply just to see if we get anything. I believe I'm 2 multis away from my guaranteed S rank, so you know, this will just add to that, and then I'll do 1 more multi whenever I get enough crystals, and you know, see if we get the guaranteed one. So let's go ahead, and we are gonna do it. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this multi here. So if you're still with me, like I mentioned, I do really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And if you've been enjoying the content and what you've been seeing so far, go ahead and drop a like. It is greatly appreciated. And if you've been enjoying what you're seeing so far and you're new to the channel, go ahead and consider subscribing for more content like this and so much more in the future. But let's go ahead and see what we got. So nothing there. We got some creature chips, nothing there as well. Got the Charlemagne bottom. Oh, okay, we got the Yamabuki armor. I always get excited when I see that Valkyrie symbol. But we got Yamabuki armor, some more fragments there, and Divine Prayer. So, you know what? I will take that. Not bad. I will take that. All right, moving on. We got the Elizabeth. You know, I never, at this point in time, I never really expect too much. I always have that, you know, lingering hope that something might, you know, epic be pulled. But I don't ever go into it expecting it, but I always have that little hope in the back of my mind that something might happen, something epic might happen. But you can never go into it expecting it to happen. All right, my boys, that was the multi. Nothing too crazy, but we did get 2, so you know, I'll take that, and we got some fragments for it. So you know, not too bad. Again, I'll take that. But anyways, my boys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it slightly informative and slightly entertaining. I cannot wait for more information to go ahead and drop, and some more updates and things like that. And when it does, I will, of course, update you on all of that. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. And until next time, my boys, until next time, it's your homie Cody GT, and I'm out.